Hello, hi, my dear little mathematicians. How are you? How is your studies going on? Dear students, Vedim's basic project is a unique program which solves the fundamental mathematics problems of students from class 5 to 12th standard. We hope you enjoyed first three chapters of basic level, addition, subtraction, multiplication tables. By this time, your skills in mathematics must have improved. Today, in this class, I am here with another very important chapter, multiplication. This chapter has got four topics: 4.1 properties of multiplication, 4.2 simple techniques in multiplication, 4.3 base 10, 20, 30, 50, 100 multiplication, 4.4 other bases 200, 250, 500, 1000. In this particular chapter, we are going to solve your problems of mathematics. Before we continue, let me remind you some of the instructions which I gave you in the beginning class.
Attend quiz on topic 4, multiplication at Vedims.com.
Instructions to follow. Fix a time to watch these classes daily at the same time and same place. Have a separate notebook and separate time. At the end of each topic, you have to write a quiz assignment which will be evaluated to correct your mistakes. Believe me, if you undergo this course sincerely and systematically, your performance in school, exams, as well as competitive exams will definitely improve. Multiplication. Multiplication with the symbol cross is one of the four arithmetic operations. Other operations are subtraction, addition, and division. Let me recall you once again what is arithmetic. Arithmetic is the branch of mathematics which deals with the operations of numbers and properties related with these operations. What are the importance of arithmetic? Arithmetic is very important because in our daily life, arithmetic operations are required. In all our daily activities, knowingly or unknowingly, every person uses arithmetic operations, that too mentally. Our mind is a wonderful laboratory of mathematics, my dear students. Mind maths helps you a lot in all activities, not only in school, but also in your daily business like shopping, banking, construction, planning. In every field, mind mathematics is important. Let us take some real world examples as usual on multiplication where it is applied. First one. Suppose that you purchase 4 books of Vedic mathematics, one of the wonderful books every student should have in his or her library. Each cost rupees 225. What is the total price? To calculate, you are using multiplication. Total price is equal to 225 into 4. If you multiply, you get 900. Let us take another example. Example 2. If you have a rectangular garden which has 10 feet length and 6 feet width, what is the area of the garden? You know, area of the rectangle is given by length into breadth. Substitute the values. 10 feet into 6 feet gives you 60 square feet. In fact, the physical meaning of multiplication is area of the rectangle. Third example, if you travel at a speed of 60 km per hour for 3 hours, what is the total distance covered? You know that speed is given by distance covered upon time. If you take the time to the right, you can get distance covered, speed into time. 60 km per hour into 3 hours is equal to 180 km. Then what is multiplication? Multiplication is the process of calculating the product of two or more numbers to get a result. We call it as a product. Multiplication is repeated addition of identical group of objects we discussed in the addition topic. The symbol of multiplication is a cross. What is the significance of it? I will tell you later once you learn the base methods. Or dot. Sometimes dot is also used. In multiplication of two numbers, say 4 into 3. The left letter 4 is called multiplicand and right letter 3 is called a multiplier. And the result is called as product. Like addition and subtraction, multiplication also obeys certain properties. They are, first one is commutative property, identity property, zero property, associative property, distributive property. Understanding these properties helps you in all calculations. Let us see one by one. Commutative property. As usual, we'll see some real world examples. Suppose that you are arranging desks in a classroom in rows and columns. One arrangement A, if you arrange 10 desks in 7 rows, B, 7 desks in 10 rows, what is the total number of desks? Total number of desks in A case is 10 into 7 is 70. Total number of desks in B case is 7 desks, 10 rows gives you 70 hours. The total number of desks will not change. Observe. Let me take another example. Suppose that you buy A, 3 packs of pencil with 6 pieces of pencil in each pack. B, 6 packs of pencil with 3 pencils in each pack. What is the total number of pencils? Total number of pencils in A is equal to 3 packs into 6 pencils gives you 18 pencils. Total number of pencils in B, 6 packs containing 3 pencils, 6 3s are 18. The total number of pencils will not change. This property is called as commutative property. The definition is the property of multiplication in which interchanging the numbers, position of the numbers, the product will remain same, is called as commutative property. Multiplication of numbers obeys this property. Mathematically, we can define commutative property as if A and B are two numbers, then according to commutative property of multiplication, A into B is equal to B into A. You can see dots in the figure. In the left, in one color, there are 3 rows, each containing 4 dots. Total number of dots is 3 4s are 12. In another right side diagram, you can observe that there are 4 rows containing 3 dots. 4 3s are 12. In both the cases, the total number of dots remain same. This illustrates the commutative property. Let us take the second property. As usual, we will see some real world examples. First example, suppose that price of one set of textbook is rupees 1250. If you buy one set, what is the total bill you have to pay? As only one set is purchased, total price will be rupees 1250 only. Mathematically, we write it as 1250 into 1 is equal to rupees 1250. Let us take another example. A pack of ball pen contains 5 pens. Price of each pack is 50. If you purchase one pack, what is the price? As you purchase only one pack, price will remain rupees 50 only. Mathematically, we put it as 50 into 1 is equal to rupees 50. When any number is multiplied by 1, the number remains same. Hence, 1 is called as identity element of multiplication. Let us define identity property. A number which when operated with any number A, if the value of A does not change commutatively, then it is called as identity element with respect to that operation. In particular, we will define mathematically, if A is any number, then according to identity property of multiplication, A into 1 is equal to 1 into A is equal to A. This is called identity property of multiplication. Identity element is an element that leaves a number unchanged when a binary operation is applied. Binary means two numbers. See, you can observe any number multiplied by 1 equals to that number. A into 1 is equal to A, 8 into 1 is equal to 8, 19 into 1 is equal to 19, n into 1 58, then what will be n? N will be 58 only. Let us move on to the third property, zero property of multiplication. Real world examples as usual. First example, suppose that you have 5 friends. If you give rupees 0 to each friend, what is the amount you paid? As you have paid nothing to all the 5 friends, total amount paid will be 0. Mathematically, we put it as 5 into rupees 0 is equal to 0. See another example. Suppose that price of a projector camera is rupees 3000. If you purchase none, what is the bill you paid? As you have not purchased any camera, you need not pay anything. Mathematically, we put it as rupees 3000 into 0 will be 0 bill. When any number is multiplied by 0, the product becomes 0. This property of multiplication is called zero property of multiplication. You can see in the figure, A into 0 is equal to 0, 16 into 0 is equal to 0. Any number when multiplied by 0 will be 0. In the multiplication of 100 different numbers, if one of the number is 0, then the total product will vanish. It becomes 0. This property is called as identity property. The product of any number that is multiplied by 0 is 0. Mathematically, we can define it as if A is any number, then according to zero property of multiplication, A into 0 is equal to 0 into A is equal to 0. This is called zero property of multiplication. Let us move on to another important property, fourth property, associative property. Let us see some real world examples to understand. First example. Suppose that you purchase 4 packs of pencils. Each pack contains 6 pencils and each pencil costs 5 rupees. What is the total bill you have to pay? You can find total bill in 2 ways. Total bill. First, you can multiply number of packs and number of pencils, get the product. Then you multiply it with the price of each pencil. How many packs are there? 4. The number of pencils 6. Put them in one bracket. 4 into 6. You get 24. Then multiply it into 5. Because cost of each one is 5. Therefore, total cost will be rupees 120. In another way, you can group a number of pencils in each pack and price of each pencil in another bracket. Now, number of packs are 4. Take the product of number of pencils and price, which is 6 5s are 30. 4 into 30, again you get the answer 120. This property of multiplication used here is called as associative property. The total will be same if regrouping of numbers is done in any order is the meaning of associative property. Let us define it. If A, B, C are three numbers according to associative property of multiplication, A into B is grouped into C kept outside is equal to A is kept outside into B into C. Observe the regrouping. You can clearly understand by the dots picture here. You can observe in the left diagram, there are 4 rows each containing 6. If you take 2 into 3, take the product 6, multiply it with the 4 rows, you will get 24. And if you make 2 rows of a group of 3, you get that 3 into 4. There are 3 dots of 4 sets. 3 4s are 12. There are 2 rows are there. 12 into 2 is also 24. Observe the regrouping of the dots will clarify you or justify you the associative property. Let us move on to the fifth property, distributive property. Let us take some real world examples. First example. Suppose that you purchase 3 maths books for rupees 300 and 3 science books for rupees 250. What is the total cost? Observe. You can put it mathematically as 3 into 300 plus 3 into 250. You can observe that 3 is common in them. If you put it outside, you are regrouping 300 and 250. You get 550. This is the distributive property. 3 into 550 will be 1650. Here, observe that multiplication is distributed over addition. Let us take another example. Suppose that in your purse, there are 4 notes of rupees 500, 4 notes of rupees 200 and 4 notes of rupees 100. What is the total amount in your purse? All the notes are 4 in number and the face value of the currency is written as 500 plus 200 plus 100. Total becomes 800. 800 into 4 is 3200. The property applied in the above cases is called as distributive property. Let us define the distributive property. The distributive property of multiplication or addition is the product of 2 numbers in which one of which is split into sum of 2 numbers. Mathematically, if A, B, C are 3 numbers, the distributive property of multiplication or addition is given by A into bracket B plus C is equal to, remove the bracket, A into B plus A into C. The dots again illustrate the distributive property. In the first left one, you can observe that there are 8 dots in 2 rows. You can write it as 2 into 8, 16. If I split the 8 dots into 5 of one color, 3 of another color, I can put it as 2 into 5 plus 3. Right? 5 plus 3 becomes again 8, 2 8s are 16. If I separate the different color dots, you can observe that 2 rows of 5 dots are there, 2 into 5 in one bracket, and 2 rows of 3 dots are there, 2 into 3 in another bracket. 10 plus 6 becomes 16. This particular diagram illustrates the distributive property.
Attend quiz on topic 4, multiplication at wedens.com.
Let us summarize what all we discussed, my dear students. Multiplication operation obeys some properties. They are commutative property, A into B is equal to B into A. Additive property, A into 1 is equal to 1 into A is equal to A. Zero property, A into 0 is equal to 0 into A is equal to 0. Associative property, A into B into C, A into bracket, B into C. Distributive property, A into bracket, B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. That's all in this first topic, my dear students. Soon I will come with very interesting topics on multiplication. Till then, study well, eat well, do exercise, do homework, do meditation, do yoga, keep your mind and body fit. Till then, bye bye, see you.